Hey guys, I'm going to show you how to quickly finish up your working wanted poster that you guys started a few weeks back. I know some of you tried to make your paper and look old, and it was kind of difficult. I know it was kind of a hard tutorial. So anyway, if you feel like you have a sheet of paper made that looks old and you're happy with that, use that. If you don't like how it looks, you can go into the L drive where you can see I'm at now, and then go into Working Wanted Poster Simple. Okay, so that should just be in the L drive when you first open it up in my name. Oops, and you need to open it in Photoshop. So right click, open with Photoshop. And of course it's taking forever. Alright, so you can see here, over here to your right, are the layers that you might have attempted to try to make this sheet of paper. What I want you to do now is I want you to go to Layer at the very top of the menu bar and hit Flatten Image. Okay, it'll be a lot easier for you. And then we're going to add your text. So you're going to go over here to your toolbar right here, and you're going to select the text tool. So if you click on the little arrow in the corner here, it'll give you options, and you want to select the horizontal type tool. Okay, and so it's really like a Word document. You pull it across, you make like a little text box, and then I want you to type in your text. So just kind of click in there and type in wanted dead or alive. Okay, and so you might have to make your text box bigger to fit the rest of the text. Now, I already have the font selected, but the way you would change the font, you would highlight it, and then you would you can choose any of these sort of fonts, and it will change it. You can also change the size. So I selected one called, I think, Rosewood. Let's see if I can find it really quick. And let's see. So yeah, this one is called Rosewood STD. And then you click on that, and that kind of is an old sort of Western font. And then if you feel like you need to enlarge it, you can go up here and change the point size. Okay? And then you can try to have it, you can make your box, you can extend it and make it longer if you want to try to fit all the text on one line, but I think it looks better if you break it up on 2 lines. Alright, so then you're going to do the same thing, and if you look over here, you'll see that there's a text layer now that you made. So you can actually move that text around now, as long as you're in that layer, and center it if you need to. So you're going to do the same thing again. You're going to add, you're going to select the text tool, and just make sure the horizontal type tool is selected, and then you're going to stretch it across, and then you're going to type in your reward, and then the amount that you think you're worth. So, alright. And then again, it creates another layer over here, and you might, and it should rename it whatever you typed in. So I'm going to click out of here. I'm going to click my move tool now. So see over here, it actually labeled it the text that you actually typed in. And again, you can kind of move it around and center it. Alright. Now the next thing you want to do, and I think this might be cut off a little bit, is next to normal you'll see opacity. And you want to click on that and move your slider down and just sort of fade the text out just a little bit. So usually like 70, 80%. And you want to do it on both layers. Alright, now we're going to add our picture. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to File up at the top and select that, and go to Open, and it should bring you to your files, and you actually want to scroll down and get on the L drive if you can. And I'm not sure why. Oh, there it is. So go to Lessons, and then go to My Name, and then scroll down, and those wanted poster images are right here. Okay, so you might have to look around for it. You can always, I think if you click this icon, you should be able to see them in icon format. It's not really working. Oh well. For some reason okay, there we go. So you should be able to scroll through and select them. So I'm just going to quickly select one. So when you find yours, right click on it, or no, you don't have to do that, just hit open. You can right click and hit open, and it should open it in Photoshop, or just hit open. There. Now we're going to have to resize the image. So my battery's running low. Okay. What I want you to do is go to what is it? Window Arrange, and then I want you to select Float All in Windows, so you can see both of your documents at the same time. So you're going to select your Move tool right here at the top of the toolbar, and then you're going to click and drag. It might take you some practice. You're going to click, you're holding down the mouse key as you're doing this, and then you're going to release, and your picture should release, and it's probably too big. So what we're going to do is we're going to go, and you can close your picture out now, so you're not all cluttered, your workspace. Now go to Image, go to Edit, Transform, and then Scale, and this image is really big for some reason. Let me see. Okay, and you might have to move it, and then you just kind of want to compress these corners a little bit and just kind of resize it so it's a lot smaller. And you want to try to do it from the corners so it doesn't distort the image too much. And actually, before you open this, you might just want to go ahead and just make it a lot smaller, like resize it, because this is kind of a pain what I'm doing. And then you can click and move it, as you're resizing it. So just kind of resize it down. And again, try to, pay attention and not make it look distorted. So if you feel like you made it too thin, pull it out a little bit. Alright. And then you have to hit Enter to confirm the change. So now you have a layer with your portrait in it. And you can always, remember, you can rename these layers. So you can double click and type in portrait. And this is really useful, when you're dealing with a lot of layers. Alright, so what we're going to do, you want to make sure your portrait layer is highlighted, and then you want to change it to black and white. You should know how to do this. You go to Image, Adjustments, and you can click on black and white. You can also go to Desaturate. They do the same thing. I'm going to select black and white and just hit OK. And then in your portrait layer, while it's still activated over here, you want to go over to where in your layers palette and where it says normal, you want to click on the arrows and you want to select hard light, and that just kind of fades the image more into the paper. And you're almost done. So what you're going to do now is you're going to take the eraser tool, which looks like a little handheld eraser from your toolbox, and if you look up here at your tool option bar, you can change, if you click on this number with a circle over it, you can change the size, and you can also change the edge, like you can make it a soft edge or hard edge. So we want to make sure the hardness is down to 0. And then pick, if you move it out, you can sort of see what it looks like, your brush size. And then you just want to kind of fade the edges a little bit so they're not quite so rough. So hard. You actually want them to look rough, sorry. So they're not quite so severe, and again, it kind of makes the image look old and faded. And again, this might take you a little practice. If you mess up, just always go to Edit, step backwards, and you can keep doing that for a little bit. Alright, and then when you have it the way you want, go ahead and flatten it. So go to Layer, Flatten Image, so then all your images are flattened. And I probably need to do that eraser tool a little bit more. So if you mess up, just always go to Edit, step backwards, so see now it's not flattened anymore, and I can fix this side a little bit. That looks better. Okay, so Layer, Flatten Image, and then you're done. All you have to do is save it. So go File, Save As, and then you want to save it in your school year. So go to Photo 1 2014, 15, and then select your class period. And then you want to go into the photo tutorial submissions and go to wanted poster and then just rename it with your name. Okay? And then hit save. You don't have to print it out just yet. We can print them out later, but I just want to look online and make sure that you completed it. If you still have questions, just let me know. Alright. Good luck.